So yeah, I tried to do a video on my Facebook about this recently, about this idea that I have as much right to call myself a king or an emperor as Charles III does. Because when I was 11, I claimed the moons of the gas giants of the solar system, i.e. the moons of Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, with the exception of Jupiter's moon Io. So yeah, I would actually be a larger landowner than Charles III also. In addition to having, yeah, well, I think like a very cool property portfolio, should we say? You know, got huge amounts of mineral wealth as well on Titan. Got Ganymede, Europa, Callisto, um, for the water, for the ice on those moons. Yeah, got a huge array of properties. I'm sure there's some tritium rich bodies out there in the outer solar system also, as and when we come to need tritium for doing fusion, as and when we do fusion in the future, if we do it, which I hope we do. Um, yeah, I have a larger property portfolio than King Charles III. I think I have a legitimate right to call myself an emperor anyway, regardless, of whatever, however legitimate the king's or King Charles's throne is, which I don't think is very legitimate at all, because in 1921 in the UK, cannabis was made illegal, so they signed into law legislation that made a green plant illegal in the United Kingdom, and that undermines Christian principles handed down in the Book of Genesis by the Almighty, right? So I don't think that King Charles has an especially legitimate claim to the throne in any case. However, I've said that even if he did have a legitimate claim to the throne, my claim to the throne is just as legitimate. Or my claim to the throne of the empire which I created, of the outer solar system, is legitimate. So there. And really, like, why was, because a lot of people would love to take this as indicative of mental illness of some description, or indicative of grandiosity or delusion or whatnot. And every time I've mentioned this in a mental health setting, which I've been in before, they have said this. However, they haven't really appreciated the full details of what they've been doing since, well, you know, it's my political opinion, isn't it? Is it not? So you're prescribing against it. The real, when it's a delusion, is when someone says that they're Napoleon Bonaparte. That's when it's a delusion. You just think emperor, you think Napoleon, and then you think of this classic stock sort of delusion that people can have about, believing they're Napoleon, for instance. That's what you think, or that someone thinks that they're the King of England. I don't think I'm the King of England. I think I'm the King of Ganymede, Europa, Callisto, Triton, Umbriel, Ariel, Titan, etc. The moons of the outer solar system, which I fucking am, I believe. So why can I not have that as my opinion? I am allowed that as my opinion, without having to suffer charges of mental derangement or whatever. Fuck you, I'm a king. How dare you?